First and foremost, you got to congratulate Fairfield for their game. They played well. They were able to get good looks. They contested places defensively, made it hard. We clearly didn't get the job done today, and we got to come back and get better so we can try to get our first league win on Wednesday. I think that as a group we probably did, but there was a long way to go. The reason we went on the run is for really 9 minutes, and then we got the ball first, so for the last 9 minutes of the half, we made it challenging for them to score. We started contesting shots. We started defending ball screens better. We made it harder, and so we were able to get some stops, and we can score. But for the rest of the game, for the most part, they were able to do whatever they wanted. It's a combination of both, but, I mean, I think we can be better offensively, but the reality is, at the moment, is we just aren't stopping people enough. We can't – it's not even that. It's you're going to get scored on some. It's how hard we make it by how many just easy baskets we give up, whether it's a miscommunication in transition, falling asleep, jumping for a ball just being skipped instead of closing out. There's just a number of different things that we are making mistakes on that we got to get cleaned up. The good thing is they're all things that we can control. We can control and get better at, and we can do them quickly. But at some point we've got to start doing them. I got to find a better way to get it across to our guys. I got to find a better way to drill it, so that we're doing it better, and then we got to carry it over in the games from there. So it starts with me and our staff of getting it together and making sure that we're doing a better job of teaching it, understanding it, and making sure we're getting there. Yeah, we want to go with everybody. I mean, our strength is our ability to score in a variety of different ways. We want to give ourselves an opportunity to score as many points as possible. That doesn't mean we're going to shoot it early all the time. We got to get it up quickly and give us a chance to get good looks. But if it's not there early, we got to be able to work it and get it late. So people want to push up and down the floor. It's not a big deal. We go against it all the time. It's something we got to do a better job of executing when the lights go on. Well, they do a good job of spreading the floor, and they force you to be extremely disciplined in how you close out, in your rotations and where you're forcing guys and understanding personnel. And for whatever reason at times, I mean, I guess we got to emphasize it better and make sure the guys know who's who. We did a poor job right away. Their best player, 14, got two good looks. Not 14, it is 14, right? Gilbert got two great looks right away. There was a chance for us. Like you said, we went up two. We got to make it hard, and he gets two open threes. And then 3, who's another really good shooter, a couple of players gets an open three. So all of a sudden we've played 4 possessions. They got a layup they miss, and they've got 3 open threes for the 3 best players. We go from up 2 to down 7. Then we step to the free throw line and miss a few free throws. So, I mean, there's a variety of things. You can point to that. You can point to the beginning of the game. There's a lot of different things going on throughout. But the big thing comes back to is we just got to be more consistent on the defensive end. We got to make things harder. The way we're doing stuff, the way we're teaching it, it's got to improve. It's got to improve, or it's going to be a struggle up and down all the time. If we can get it together, and I think it's things we can fix and get better at, and we get better at quickly. If we can get it together at that end, we're going to be fine. We're going to have a chance to win a lot of games. I mean, we scored, I think, like I said, you asked me about offense and defense. We scored 91 points today. I don't think our offense was as smooth as it could have been. Shows you what we're capable of doing at that end of the floor. So it's all right there. I mean, it's frustrating now. I think everyone in there is frustrated. And hopefully we're getting angry because we've let some games slip away. And it starts defensively. We got to make it harder for the other teams. We got to find a way to make it harder for the other teams. Our matchups got to get better. Got to teach it better. Our personnel, defending guys, has to get better at all. None of it, I can't look at you and say any of it's up to par. None of it is. It's not as far off as you might think. I think we've shown it every game at times, what we're capable of doing at that end. We did it for 9 minutes today. We got to do it for 40 moving forward. That's the goal.
Well, you know, I thought that they continued to play nonstop, you know, in terms of the Bison. But you know, we're kind of used to the back and forth. We've had, you know, a great schedule that's prepared us for a lot of different situations. And then we have our main guy out there. I mean, we are a really nice team when we have Marcus Gilbert. I think he's a high major kid. I think he can play for a lot of teams, and we're really happy that he's at Fairfield representing us, and our guys know it. So they look for him, and he has all the confidence in the world from me and his teammates, and it certainly makes a difference. It looks good to me. That was only because of the foul trouble, you know, and you know, what I loved, to be honest, is he was on the bench, and I thought we looked really good. Our guys have grown up a bit, and so they know how good he is, but they're not always looking over their shoulder or waiting for 14. They're out there trying to execute, you know, to the best of their abilities. We have some other guys who can play, but I kept him out just because I didn't want I didn't want to mess around too much. I wanted to save them for down the stretch. I'm thankful that it worked out. No, we're going to let it go. We're going to let it fly. I mean, we want to get out in transition, put as much pressure on people as we can. It's one of the core values of this team, and that's why we conditioned so hard this year, is we want to go, we want to go, we want to go. If you stop us, then we feel like we have some good half-court stuff that makes us tricky to guard. But we want to take open court jump shots. We again tied the school record for threes with 17 makes, and we're fine with that. We want to put as much pressure on the defense as possible, and we feel like we have a group of shooters that can do that. So I'm very comfortable with that. I think the only drawback for me is Bucknell did a remarkable job rebounding, both offensively and defensively. So we lost the rebounding battle significantly. But then if you look at our assisted turnovers, you look at our blocks and our steals and those three-point makes, and the win is the most important thing, we'll walk away going, we can learn and get better, but we did okay today. I've only watched about 3 or 4 games of these guys, so I just see a really dangerous team. I thought they played very well in transition. I thought they played very well in the half court. So I was just really nervous with dealing with the different options. Nathan's put in some young kids too who are really coming through for them very well. So we were concerned about the pressure that they would put on us. And, thankfully, we kind of held them in check from the three-point line. And I would say as much as the rebounding helped them, I think obviously the three-point shooting helped us. Yeah. Bucknell's got good wins, and they have great effort when they get out there. Manhattan's injured, and now they're healthy. So I think we'll see a different team when we face Manhattan. But we're going to worry about that in a few days. We're going to enjoy the long ride home. And like I said, learn from this. We got to box out and rebound, but there's some other things we're doing really, really well. So let's improve on some of our weaknesses and stick with our strengths.